I like to say that when you get to your mediation meeting, you've gotten to a safe zone. You've gotten to a neutral place. You've gotten to structure, some ground rules, and some really skillful facilitation now for what you need. So imagine when you take the step to come to mediation, you are maybe facing more head-on than ever, something that's deeply strifeful, that has pain, that has mental anguish, but you're in a place where now you'll be held for these purposes. And the main two are to get to be yourself and to be understood. A lot of times being yourself is a little more complicated than we even know. What is your authentic perspective on this? What do you truly see from your wisdom eyes? Sometimes that's not the tape we've been rolling inside our own heads, but I ask you, I inquire into you to understand where you're coming from, what you're about, what you perceive, what you need here. And inside of that depth of inquiry from me, you get to know your authentic self more in relation to this conflict or issue you're going through. And therefore, so we also use communication skills so that the other party can understand you. We've got to start with understanding. And in this process, we're going to be looking at emotionality and validating that, but at the same time, teasing it out so that wisdom eyes, so that your own depth of understanding can be guiding our process and guiding what and be the truth of what you actually end up saying. You're saying wise perspectives and opinions that are truly authentically your own. Our goal is co-created solutions. Sometimes we feel so stuck. There's no solution here. This party's positioning this way. I'm positioning this way. I don't want to budge because that would be sacrificing, or that would be dumb, or however you look at it. And solution just seems so far away. But one of my joys in mediating and facilitating is to help co-create solutions. And we find out that we can take conflict and shift it into a cooperative experience. It may not be delightful, it may not be easy, or a skip in the woods, but it can be cooperative, because we so often find out when we really look at our intention and our interest here in this situation, our wants and needs, we often find out that the other parties are similar, if not sometimes very much the same. What we often disagree about is how to get there, how to get our wants and our needs met. You might have very much the same, but how to get there. And that's where my work comes in strongly again, as the neutral professional and the outside eyes. We can co-create a solution. We often use brainstorming processes. But what I find is at the nugget of this is once you're heard, really heard by me, the other party, and parties involved, you and all of them start to relax into a place where you could actually see possibilities that you may not have seen before, and so can they. So then we're in a cohort of ideas, of new possibilities, and we can negotiate them and figure out how practical they are, the timing of them, the degree of using them, but we can co-create solutions, and specifically for divorce. This is an intro to divorce mediation. Specifically in the context of divorcing, long-term separation, or some kind of family reorganization, we can find a co-created solution. Even if that is a very normative pathway to divorce, we can serve that as well if that's what both parties want. There are other slightly differently nuanced shades of gray of ways to reorganize, to get the separation you need, to get the space you need, to get the definitions you need and the structures you need for family life that may not be exactly what we expected or what we've seen historically that divorce looks like. There are many different ways to reorganize family to serve every individual involved. Again, even if it's normative, I'm here for that. But I'm open to see what you will bring forward by your own interests, needs, wants, and perspectives. So when you come to divorce mediation, bring yourself, bring your true perspectives. I will help you refine that, get more clear with yourself as you express to another. And each party does get their full expression. And if what we're looking at on the table looks like differences are big, we will address that with courage, with our most integrated and wise selves, and look for the co-created solution. But the first thing you should know is when you come to divorce, marital, family reorganization, mediation, you are coming to a place where your needs, feelings, perspectives will be held, will be safely expressed. And it's awesome to me continually how many possibilities for solutions open just from that initial place of getting heard.